The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
Field. This is the HAN Network's presentation of girls soccer in the FCIAC, our first girls soccer broadcast of the season. Fairfield Ludlowe 1-0 on the year after a 3-1 victory over the Stanford Black Knights, hosting the Brien McMahon Senators, who will play their first contest of the season. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Granito, Kevin Coleman will join me shortly. We'll have special guests throughout the broadcast as well, getting you set for what we expect to be a very tightly contested girls soccer matchup early on in the FCIAC season. Fairfield Ludlowe and Brien McMahon, two teams that finished just outside the top 8 of the playoffs last season, and we expect that they will be playoff contenders again. They made some noise in the state playoffs, now looking to crack through on the conference scale. We're going to step aside quickly, let the stage get set. When I get back, Kevin Coleman will join me, and we'll have live action of girls soccer in the FCIAC on the HAN Network.
Had a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care gives you direct access to orthopedic specialists fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care can help. Open 7 days a week now at 3 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien, or in the Westport Medical Center at 323 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Go to coastalorthoct.com. Like them on Facebook.
Are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN Network.
At Pamby Motors, we're not worried about being the biggest dealership. We're focused on being the best. We're dedicated to giving you the best experience we can. The Pamby Motors team is here to help you choose the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram in a friendly, pressure-free environment. And right now, during the summer clearance event, you'll find some of our best prices too. Like this lease on a 2017 Ram Quad Cab Express for $149 a month. Visit Pamby Motors, Route 7 in Richfield, PambyZone.com. At Pamby Motors.
City Lacrosse is dedicated to the growth of lacrosse for youth and high school players. Directed by Stanford High head coach Mike Nazaro, we help players reach full potential on and off the field. With an indoor facility in Stanford, we offer year-round training, camps, clinics, and private instruction. Visit ctcitylax.com for more. CT City Lacrosse.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
Buchanan Foreign Car. Yes, Buchanan Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681.
Want a new experience in car buying? Skep Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, skepchryslerjeep.com or skepdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
No, it's your busy season, and that's why Walter Stewart's Market is here to make things easy by offering the best of autumn under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market is your local one-stop fall shop. There are so many seasonal flavors to savor, and Stewart's has them all, from Blue Jay Orchard's local cider donuts to Vermont Farmstead cheddar and all of your favorite varieties of local apples and pears. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and find us at stewartsmarket.com. New Canaan's home center and full-service lumberyard. Everything for your home and improvement projects. We also carry seasonal items, barbecue grills, housewares, newest LED light bulbs, doors, windows, and much more. Weed and Duryea, 21 Grove Street, New Canaan, a division of Northeast Building Supply.
Black Horse Garage, we fulfill all your sports car needs. We specialize in manufacturer-recommended service and aftermarket high-performance parts and installation. We have one of the nation's top storage facilities and offer a high-end collision department that understands your need for detail. Visit blackhorsegarage.com for more. Back at Fairfield Ludlowe High School, above Taft Field, Frank Ardito now joined by Kevin Coleman. Kevin, our first night of soccer, you were a little anxious. You couldn't get quite back up to the booth in time from down on the playing pitch.
Listen, I got to go back down there. I got to get that taste again of what it's like to be back on the FCAC, playing in the FCAC. And listen, talking to these coaches, they're both really excited for this game. And this is kind of has that early playoff feel to it. Talking to Coach Peter Nyack, he knows what he's expecting tonight from Brien McMahon. He gets it. This is a team that's coming in, their first game of the season. They get a lot back from what they had last year, a team that that qualified for states for the first time in program history, for the first time in 9 years. So this is a Brien McMahon team that is going to be scary throughout the FCX season. Now for Fairfield Ludlowe, he's got a stacked lineup. He told me how much he likes having this depth. This is a well-balanced team. He's going to sub a lot throughout this game, so that's something to keep an eye on.
The Senators will play first touch to start here. They are wearing the red and blue combo, defending the right side of your screen, working towards the left goal by the high school. And the Falcons rocking the all-white with blue numbers as we are underway from Fairfield. Let's go through the starting lineups. We'll start with the hometown Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons, and for that, we send it over to Kevin Coleman.
Then we got Kelsey Brown, we got Bridget Walsh, we got McKenna Forrest, Paige O'Connell, Kaylee Brown, Kirsten Morrisrow, Natalie Kelcher. She'll be in goal again. That's someone to keep an eye on between the pipes. She's an all-FCAC type goalie for the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons. You got Meredith Reynolds, Georgia Hoey, Bridget Pullman, and Maya Newton. And a stacked lineup, and like I said, Peter's going to go to a lot of players tonight. It's not going to be just this 11. He told me how many seniors. It's going to be difficult for some of these seniors to get playing time. You talk about going to tryouts. A lot of seniors tried out this year. A lot of them are unfortunately going to be able to see some of the field this year because there's so many talented underclassmen, some great juniors as well. So that's a good problem to have if you're the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons.
Well, we can remember, Kevin, when we went to Fairfield Ludlowe or came here to Fairfield Ludlowe for our FCX spring tour, It was right before tryouts began, and we met with the senior girls, not the captains at the time yet. There was tension. They were nervous heading into tryouts. There was a lot of pressure, and these girls knew what was at stake, as we'll have our first stoppage here, and it'll be a throw-in as the Senators will hold on to possession after it is tapped out of play.
And something that Coach Pierre Nikak told me is that, it doesn't matter, if you're a senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, everyone's fighting for a spot. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the program for, how not as long you've been in the program for, it doesn't matter. That all gets erased this year. Everyone's equal, and that's something I really liked him, something that I picked out from just talking to him before the game started.
Now we'll have a corner kick here, as that was last touched by the Falcons before crossing the end line, and it will be sent in off the McMahon foot. It was Peyton McNamara who was closest. She will not play it in. It will be Emma Hargrove who makes the move. We'll have the McMahon starting lineup shortly, but first the kick. That is batted away to safety.
Nice job there by Natalie Kelcher. You're going to see her do that quite often throughout the season. Not afraid in that box. That's something important if you're a keeper here in the FCIAC. Don't be afraid. Don't ever hesitate on a through ball like that, especially on a free service in from Brien McMahon.
This one's set towards the middle of the field and quickly returned back the other way while we play right around the 50-yard line here on the shared football field. Let's go over to Kevin, who has the starters for Brien McMahon.
And for the Senators, between the pipes tonight, the keeper is Tatiana Arias, the senior, another great keeper to keep an eye on throughout this season. You got Michaela Fosina, you got Chloe Ortolano, you got Peyton McNamara, another X factor in the FCIAC this year up top. You got Sophie Terasitis, Sarah Helms. You also got Jocelyn Lister, a strong defender here for the Senators. You got Emma Hargrove, who's one of the captains, Marizia Slowick, another captain, and Olivia Leon, a captain. Olivia, another great defender here for the Senators. And wrapping things up is Savannah Bromley, a junior who I think is going to really blossom this year as a strong defender for the Senators.
Both teams were CIAC tournament participants last season. Ludlowe fell 1-0 against the 5th seed Cheshire. They were the 28th seed in the tournament. Brien McMahon was the 25th seed in the tournament. They took on number 8 Newtown in round 1, got a 2-1 victory before falling at number 9 Staples 2-1 in the second round. You remember, Kevin, McMahon was one of the teams that fell victim to the seeding mishap by the CIAC. They had gone all the way up to, I believe it was Newington, and then had to come back, and the next day were sent to Newtown. Able to persevere, though.
Listen, beating an 8 seed like Newtown, that Newtown is one of those soccer programs, boys and girls, always qualifies for states, always has a strong soccer program. So the fact that they were able to knock off Newtown, number 8, is so impressive. We're going to see an offsides here. But again, you mentioned that great win against Newtown the first rounds. How about, even though they lost to Staples, they gave Staples a run for their money in that second round game, only losing 2-1. They really gave Staples a scare because that game went later. Staples finally able to edge out, get that game-winning goal late. But I tell you, McMahon really put up a good fight against the Wreckers, who the Wreckers we talked about today, Frank, on Nutmeg Sports, I think is going to be a team to look out for in the FCIAC as well.
Again, they just quietly go about their business, so professional in every sense of the word, as taking a ball right off the face that time. It was Georgia Hoey. Right back up, appears to be okay. That will definitely leave a mark in the morning as a through ball opportunity here. Can't be cleanly controlled at first, but then played off to safety. Good job by the captain, Olivia Leone.
And Leone, like I mentioned, a strong defender. You're going to this back four for the Senators. That's their strong suit, I think, this year, as well as goalkeeping. You know, that's hard to come by. A strong back four and a strong keeper, you know, that combo, if they can, work out the kinks and get Peyton and McNamara to score more goals up top. And I think this is going to be a very deadly Senators team because, listen, you get number 9, Peyton McNamara, only a sophomore up front, and she's getting that varsity experience not only as a freshman but now coming in as her sophomore year. If I'm Angelo, the head coach, I have to be feeling pretty happy and pretty excited for what the future holds for the Senators.
Well, Coach Singer-Leotis was very excited when talking about the upside to McNamara this year, saying she could potentially be a double-digit goal scorer and certainly near the top of the conference. This is only the first game for the Senators here, Kevin, And that's a bit interesting. I was catching up with Coach Singliotis before the game, and he's just unsure why this is still a thing. He's now got to play 4 games over the next 6 days. That's a quarter of his season in the first week of the season for him. It's just very strenuous and testing on the girls who don't quite have their game legs underneath them yet.
That is very challenging. You talk about not many days off. You're not going to be able to train as a team very often as you normally would. It's not easy to do, and to come out on the road against a Fairfield Ludlowe team like this as your first game is not something easy to do, but it gets you battle tested. It gets you ready throughout this season, throughout the grind, and I think you're going to see McMahon really give every team the best that they've got throughout the season.
Just over 7 minutes gone by. We will play 2 40-minute halves. It is running time. No limitations on the substitutions, which is another difference from the professional and collegiate game. Ludlowe has played a game this season. They had a 3-1 victory over Stanford this past weekend. That game was on the road. Kevin, we'll talk more about the schedules in depth as we move on, but one thing that stood out to me when we were looking at this game, the juggernaut that Ludlowe is going to have to go through down the stretch. Here is how they will finish their schedule. Home against Darien, home against West Hill, at St. Joe's, home against Staples, home against Ward, at Norwalk, at Wilton.
Wow, that's you talk about, and then right in the middle of that, you got to go to St. Joe's. Listen, that is not easy to do. Luckily, they get Darien at home. Luckily, they get West Hill at home. That is something that's not easy to do because you have to travel to St. Joe's, where a lot of teams struggle. You got to deal with that back four. You got to deal with that keeper Aurora. It's not easy to do. This is going to be a tough battle for Ludlowe. And you talk about for McMahon struggles, this upcoming schedule for them. Ludlowe equally has the share of struggles as well throughout their schedule.
They do. Ludlowe's feels a little loaded down the stretch. McMahon gets a good mix across the board. One thing Coach Singliotis is very happy about is that they get St. Joe's and Ridgefield at home.
That's big. That's big. Considering, Ridgefield, if you can get them on a bad day, because right now that whole roster is a question mark, I think. If you look at the Ridgefield Tigers, the 2-time defending FCAC champions, I think right now everyone's polls, you got St. Joe's winning the league, but this is a wide-open conference this year. Who knows who's going to win? These two teams easily could make a run at throughout the conference, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch this year, but these two teams definitely have a tough schedule ahead of them. It's going to be exciting to see how they do against these tough teams.
Just about 10 minutes gone by here, scoreless, no shots on from either side just yet. You had the one corner played as McNamara's through ball was cut off quickly there. That time by the captain. That was the defender Maya Newton. One of the players the Falcons are expecting big things from this year. As now a crossing opportunity. Far side of the box, trying to volley one here, but couldn't quite control it that time as Hargrove saw that one slip off her foot.
And you got to give Chloe Arlano a lot of credit there. Nice through ball throughout the box. Far side, unfortunate that they weren't able to get that first touch there, get a shot on net, but a great look for the McMahon Senators.
Throw-in coming here. And it's quickly played aside. Just over 10 minutes gone by. We take a quick break to acknowledge our local sponsors.
Whether you're looking for a great test prep program, tutoring to boost your grades, or a blast-off toward the college of your dreams, C2 Education is here to help. There is nothing one-size-fits-all about our programs. We offer customized tutoring and test prep for each student. Call us today at 203-423-3328. Whether you're looking...
So now back, and we thank again all of our local sponsors who have partnered up with the HAN Network for their 2017 fall broadcasting season. We have got plenty of them, Kevin. And we start by just acknowledging a couple here. Art Play at Jesse Lee, one of our new sponsors here. We're happy to have them along. We'll get through all of them before this game is over, and you will see them on all of our broadcasts throughout the fall season. That's a ball cleared aside here. That was Bridget Walsh playing that one off to safety. little bit of a slow start in this one, Kevin. I think both teams feeling each other out. Ludlowe has been a little bit on the defensive side. McMahon trying to get that first goal, but still trying to get their feet underneath them, as working for leverage in the middle here is Michaela Focina. Comes back to the outside, and now throwing one towards the center here, Sophia Asides.
You're right. Both teams, we mentioned it this afternoon, Frank, during the Nutmeg Sports. This is McMahon's first game. You know, there's going to be a little bit of jitters. There's going to be a little bit of nervousness. How do they play together, you know, finally playing in game? Yes, they had a couple scrimmages to start the season off during postseason, but this is real time. This is a conference game. You have to, you know, how are you going to play? How are you going to start? And both sides still trying to figure each other out. But right now, there has been some good things that I've liked. There have been some bad things I've liked. I think right now the back forward Ludlowe is shutting everything down that McMahon's sending. And this is a beautiful through ball here for Ludlowe.
Looking to win a race and coming away with possession is Paige O'Connell. She works from the bottom of the screen to the top. Canceled out momentarily. Comes back to the captain, Bridget Walsh.
Nice job there, Bridget Walsh. May not seem like a lot, but something like that, an errant pass, but you slow the pace up, play simple, play to feet. That's what you got to do here at this level.
That was Maya Newton's pass that sailed out of play. Now, looking to flip the field is Olivia Leone. Big part of that back line for the Senators, Kevin, is so eager to see this season.
Yeah, entire back four is going to be fun to watch, to see how they try and stop a heavy-powered offense like Fairfield Ludlowe. You know, you got Georgia Hoey up top, number 23 for the Falcons. How are you going to stop her? But someone that's going to be fun to watch here is number 9, Peyton McNamara for the Senators. She can beat defenders with her feet with some skill. She can finish. She's only a sophomore, too.
Had that one poked away by Walsh, and now the Senators looking to regain control. As the ball is chipped up over the head of Focina, and then Leone comes in to cut off any hope of a clearing attempt. Now playing in the middle of the field, it's Casey Brown. Looking towards the top of your screen, but unable to connect as it was intercepted by Sarah Helms.
I would like to see both teams try and spread the field a little more. It's a little congested in the middle still in the beginning here.
That was McNamara's shot that was canceled out.
And a good look there from McNamara. Good job defensively by Bridget Paulman there to block that shot, but a good look from her, cut behind the defender, try and get a shot on net. That was a good look for the Senators.
50-50 battle for the goal kick. And a free kick is awarded now to the Falcons. Good opportunity here for Ludlowe with just about 15 minutes past. Maybe get a little sustained possession, try to work on the opposite end of the field, as their back line has not necessarily been under pressure, but they have been asked to do a lot early on.
Early on they have, and they've answered the call. They've done a nice job. Bridget Walsh there. Nice little duke there. She gets Peyton and McNamara going the other way. Nice little move there by number 6, Bridget Walsh, for the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons.
McNamara right back up, so the ankle's not quite broken, but she was shook for a moment.
I tell you, Frank, these girls in the FCAC, they continue to impress me with their foot skills and, you know, their finesse. It's year in and year out, just seems to get better and better, you know, by the year. And, you know, it comes to show how great the academy programs are, the youth programs are here in Fairfield County, in each town. It's really nice to see there.
There's another battle for possession here, and the Senators trying to just advance it up that sideline near the bench. Is its last touch by a Senator, and this throw-in is brought to you by C2 Education. For more on C2 Education, go to c2educate.com. Find out about their locations in Darien, Greenwich, Fairfield, Westport, Stamford, Wilton, and Brookfield. They play along that far side right in front of the McMahon bench. Falcons coming away with possession, played out to the middle of the field. And here's McKenna Forrest, but she can't quite control. Caitlin Hocker working it up, and now an opportunity for McNamara, trying to work around the defender. Great play there by the keeper. McNamara held possession, and ultimately this rush comes to no avail How about Kelchner?
What a play by Kelcher. Good opportunity there for McMahon. Another nice save by Kelcher. Listen, that takes guts to come all the way out past the 18-yard box, come out and clip a defender like that and make it a clean hit. Nice play there by the keeper, Kelcher. That's the reason why she's going to be, she's been highly regarded as an all-FCAC keeper.
What I liked about Kelchner on that one, and it's something you see and run into when you get a play like that. At times you might get hesitant. You're unsure, and you'll go 50-50. She knew she was going, committed all the way, and it paid off in the end.
No, you're absolutely right, because the second you hesitate is the second that striker is going to beat you, and that's going to be an easy finish for a striker like that.
Our best opportunity of the night so far, and Kelchner able to hold serve on the back end for the Falcons, so we remain scoreless with 22:50 remaining in the first half. Fairfield Ludlowe hosting Brien McMahon. You're watching FCAC Girls Soccer on the home of FCAC Sports, the HAN Network. Frank Granito alongside Kevin Coleman as McMahon has held possession for most of this first half and now looking to go on the rush again. McNamara being guarded by Newton. Tried to split through a couple of defenders and sent one off to the wing. Through ball towards the middle, and it rolls through the box over the end line, and it will be a goal kick. We take a quick break, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Dr. Stephen Molinaro and Peter Healy of Family Practice Dentistry and Laser Dental Care have served Ridgefield for over 22 years. Experienced staff offer gentle drillless techniques, preventative care, and cosmetic procedures in a relaxed environment. Grateful for the community's trust and support through the years, new patients and their families are welcome. Call today.
Back at Taft Field here at Fairfield Ludlowe High School. Scoreless in the first half, and now looking to work with possession off on the rush.
Kelsey Brown, good defending there by McMahon, but she's got to take that space, use that speed, go into open space. That's how you create opportunities there for Fairfield Ludlowe. And again, you're going to see Ludlowe do this a lot tonight. Continuous subbing, something that McMahon's going to struggle a little bit with. Talking to Angelo before the game, it's he doesn't have that as much depth as Fairfield Ludlowe has, so the advantage automatically goes to Ludlowe. You get tired legs. You got players to go to the bench too, but for McMahon, it's not the case. But still, a lot of talent on this field here for both sides.
As now they battle along that far sideline again. And it takes a fortuitous bounce for the moment in the way of the Falcons. Now skips over the end line, and they will quickly look to throw in and retain possession. A bit of a crowd there, but it's just returned out of bounds. As we go back and forth in about a 20-yard window here for a good 45, 60 seconds, and now clearing the crease is Tatiana Arias to grab that one and settle it down.
And she finally is able get some action back there. You got to credit what McMahon's doing right now. They're attacking Fairfield Ludlowe, trying to create opportunities in this back four again for the Senators. Extremely strong.
Halfway through the first half as we are under 20 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless here. Only one shot on cage. Save made by Kelchner. It was at the Ludlowe end.
And right now, McMahon's winning those 50-50 battles. They're more aggressive, I think, at times than Ludlowe is.
The passing looks crisper as well.
They're, if you look at it, they're out possessing Ludlowe right now to start off this game, and that's something that I think they would have loved to do. That's probably something they strategized before this game throughout. The little extra time they had to train in training sessions, it's huge for them right now, benefiting them because that creates opportunities for Peyton and McNamara, which we've seen so far. Sophia Terasitis, she's had some nice looks in the midfield. She's, very strong in center midfield for the Senators. So right now, I like what I'm seeing from the Senators, but I like to see them maybe create some more chances that go into the 18-yard box and get some shots on net.
Is it a little bit concerning for McMahon that you've been in control of possession, you've been the better team, but you haven't quite had that breakthrough opportunity just yet?
No, I would be concerned if it was maybe a little bit into that second half and you're still controlling but not able to score, because Ludlowe has just as much creativity. They have the talent to be able to tuck one past McMahon and make it 1-0, and McMahon could still be dominating the game. That's the trick of soccer, because you could be dominating the whole game, not finish. That team that you're playing against can finish, and that will ruin it. That would ruin all your dominance you've had. You see it all the time in this game. So right now, both teams, Ludlowe is playing some nice through balls over the top. I'd like to see them go out wide, maybe create some chances throughout the wing.
As a through ball over the top here, just a little too far for Paige O'Connell. She couldn't run that one down. It has been 364 days since these two teams met last season at Jack Casagrande Field. It was a 2-1 Senators win on September 13th in the 2016 season. They're hoping to get 2017 started off on the same foot as McNamara with some fancy footwork there. How about that touch?
Burst of speed, nice move there. Gets by defenders.
Out with space, pass back to the middle, shot, and it was blocked away by a lingering defender.
That's Bridget Walsh right there coming in. A second defender. Nice play by Bridget Walsh.
Opportunity here for Hocker, but she couldn't quite get all of that one. It skips over the end line, out of bounds, goal kick. And we'll find out who this goal kick is sponsored by right now.
At Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook.
So that goal kick brought to you by Portofino. Down at the other end now, Kevin, as there was a long look to spring a Ludlowe Falcon, but it was cleared aside by Arias as she vacated the box. And now the Falcons trying to retain possession, get something going offensively here.
And finally, you're starting to see Ludlowe get creative here on their own offensive end. Yeah, it's interesting. They brought Bridget Pullman, a center back, all the way down. She's got that long throw. Yeah, it's a long way for her to go back. That's something to keep an eye on later on in the game. Ludlowe gets another opportunity down there. Bridget Pullman again can come down and create some chances for the Ludlowe Falcons.
As we're now back with McMahon holding possession again. Nowhere to go, though, with the throw-in as McNamara presents herself.
That's illegal
It's
throw-in.
illegal, yeah. That was credit the defense, but just a mental lapse.
That drives head coaches crazy. It's unacceptable at this level, at the varsity level, for that you can't be able to do a legal throw-in, but that drives managers insane.
Back and forth they go. McNamara couldn't quite judge that one in the lights, and the Falcons able to advance it momentarily as Hocker coming back sees this one bounce off a Falcon shin. Now the center's with it again. Leone flips one up in the air, eagerly awaiting it midfield, just to tap it along momentarily as we go back and forth through the midfield. Opportunity here, but it's too strong as Kelchner can receive that one. Kevin, we're very happy now. We're going to welcome in a special guest. He's part of the Fairfield Ludlowe Broadcasting Club that is taking off in full swing. He is Aiden Blank. Aiden, thank you for coming on with us tonight. How you doing, buddy?
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Well, first of all, it needs to be addressed. You might be the best PA announcer in the conference.
Thank you.
It is really the big reason we keep coming back to do Falcon sporting events.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
All right, talk to me a little bit, Aiden. The Fairfield Ludlowe girls soccer team. What can we expect from them this year?
Well, actually, I didn't have much expectation. After watching their 0-0 draw against, I was filming for our broadcasting club when they drew in a scrimmage against Notre Dame of Fairfield. I really wasn't expecting much on offense, and I think really they haven't come out that strong on offense, but their defense is certainly, they've gotten all the luck that they've needed tonight, and they've had a lot of skill on defense. As we said, big roster, so they have a lot to choose from. If one doesn't go right, they go right to the other.
Having a go that time was McNamara from about 30 out. Did not miss by much, Kevin.
Listen, Peyton McNamara, you keep an eye on her throughout the season. She's a talent. She's getting through this defense right now by herself. So if you're the back four, you have to clean things up. She's creating some chances all alone by herself, so look out.
And you talked about that depth. That's a really good point, Aiden. They've done a good job at allowing themselves to be able to almost go two platoon and keep players rested. Kevin and I are in agreement, though. The star of this team this year, it's going to be Kelchner in goal. She is so good,
Certainly.
Natalie Kelchner. What are your thoughts on her so far?
And it's too bad. I mean, Maddie Herron, I believe she's right up there. I think she's better than a lot of goalies in the FCAC, and she's got to sit on the bench for a lot this year. We saw her get a little bit of action in the scrimmage, but she's got to sit on the bench a lot this year. I'm sure she'll start next year once Kelchner is gone, but Kelchner is certainly the star of this team.
It's a nice luxury.
Listen, that's a good
definitely.
problem to have. I tell you, that's again we talked about. That's the problem they're going to have this year, Frank. They're going to have depth issues, and seniors aren't going to play. It happens, and that's a good problem to have. But at the same time, you're going to have some unhappy upperclassmen who maybe think that they deserve to get in, and they're just not.
Doesn't happen on a lot of teams, though. We don't see that a lot.
No, you do not.
But
As a free kick coming in here. Defended well for the moment, and now they might just have to play this one out of bounds. That is the case, so a little tough there. Aiden, you were here earlier in the day. We saw the Ludlowe Falcons field hockey team in action. They handled Stanford pretty well. Kevin and I are firm believers the Falcons field hockey squad might be their best fall team this year. They look good out of the gates.
Oh, definitely. How about that win over Wilton? We were there to cover that, so certainly a good start. Lauren Beccaria, certainly the star of that team. We got the pleasure of interviewing her before with our fall sports previews. Unbelievable I think they definitely got to be a favorite to win an opening. They'll definitely win a game in the FCX this year.
They will certainly finish towards the top of the conference in the regular season. Will be very competitive in that FCX tournament. You mentioned Lauren Beccaria. I am very confident that is a name we'll see at some point in time in our Athlete of the Week voting. Brought to you by Danbury Orthopedics, OrthoCast. We're going to have you on again in the second half. Again, Aiden, we got to step aside and take a break quickly here. But before that, your thoughts now with about 10 minutes to go in the first half. What do you think the Falcons need to change up here?
Well, I think they need to focus primarily on offense. I think this has been a more defensive half. We haven't seen a lot of shots on goal. Don't know if we've even seen any shots on goal for the Falcons. So they need to become a more offensively based team in the second half. And you can't win games when you can't score goals.
Oh, that was Aiden Block's analysis.
So the best they're going to do is draw.
We're hoping
I think he may know more soccer than me.
He definitely knows more than me, and we're going to look forward to having him back at the start of the second half as they work the sideline here. Out of bounds again. One quick break. We'll be right back.
Bankwell combines the best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more. Bankwell?
I excuse you there, Kevin. That was not a throw, and it ended up being a free kick. Defended very well by the Senators. Now trying to clear it from their own side of the field, but getting a break there as that one deflects off a Falcons defender. I like the points that Aiden made, though. For the Falcons right now, you know your defense is going to be a strong point. You've got a lot of depth back there, but offensively, you got to get going.
Yeah, 9 minutes left here in the first half. Still haven't really seen too many creative chances for the Ludlowe Falcons. For the Senators, on the other hand, Peyton McNamara is blowing by defenders. So I think if you're the Ludlowe Falcons, you go into the dressing room and it's 0-0. Something to address, is Peyton McNamara. How do you shut her down? How do you, kind of tighten up that back four where she doesn't beat you, no matter where she is in the field. She's beating you, whether she's on that far side, near side, going through the middle. She's blown by defenders. So that's something they may need to address.
She's been put in position to be successful. I like the look she's had. They've defended her well, but you get that feeling that she is about to just bust one open.
She's due.
She's really due for that break and is going to get a very good look. I liked how aggressive she was on that far sideline, taking the shot, sails over the cage, but keeping Kelchner honest, and it's continuing to put extra pressure on the defense.
In a game like this, that's what you need to do, especially with two very talented keepers. Put pressure on them. It doesn't matter if it sails high. It doesn't matter if it, goes a little too lower than you thought. Get it on. Get a shot on net. Keep them honest, and good things could happen. That's why every coach tells you, get shots on. If you see an opportunity, hit it. You never know. Good things happen when you take shots.
McNamara upset with that call there. Gets it right back as it's deflected around and now going back towards the Senators as they work along this sideline. Want to take a moment to acknowledge Miller Nissan of Fairfield. For your exclusive Fairfield dealer of Nissans, go to getmillerized.com. That's getmillerized, MILLERIZED.com. You getting ready to do one of these reads?
I don't know. Ever since you've done some reads since the springtime, I don't know, man.
Nothing will top Wilton Pizza, I'm sure, but
Susie Potsy, baby. You killed that.
Oh, another opportunity lingering there in the middle, but good defense again on McNamara. 7.5 to go, and it quickly finds the foot of Peyton again. Tried the one touch to Fosina. She retreats, comes back to Leone. That one rolled up. Might have been a handball, very close, and I beg my pardon, that was Taracides playing in the midfield there.
And you see her, she's really trying to play that center defensive mid right now, and she's doing a nice job shutting down, that right side of the midfield where you're going to see Ludlowe really flank to and really try and get balls through that right side, and she's doing a nice job.
As here is Taracides again. Good job by Fosina shielding out the defender on that one. Looked to step around Walsh, and she'll earn the advantage for sure on that one. Bridget Walsh, not much she could do on that play, though.
No, Bridget Walsh, you know what? She's actually played really well in this first half, I've thought, defensively, Frank. She's done some good things. And, it's not going to lie, it's actually kind of a smart defensive play there. I know that's going to be a free kick in your own end, but, if she lets her go by, that's a dangerous play. So, Taracides, let's see what kind of pace she gets on this ball here in the 18-yard box.
I was playing across through the box, trying to protect it on the end line, and unable to do so. That was Slowick, actually, who played that first one in. Not the worst effort we've seen, but probably just a little too far.
Yeah, a little too much pace on that. I would have liked that, coaches really try and, tell you to, get that ball a little lower. Get it towards, you want to aim it towards that far 6-yard box. Really get in there with some good low pace. And, if you get a head on it, there's a good chance that ball's going on frame.
As now McNamara out in space, tried to send one through towards the middle, but unable to reach Fosina as again Kelchner vacated the crease. And disrupted the play.
Great goalkeeping there by Kelchner.
Now, through ball opportunity. Touched by Fosina. Settled down and chip for McNamara. The one touch, and it just sails wide. We got 15 seconds. Let's hear from another sponsor.
Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel. Fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook. At Portofino.
Back on the HAN Network, Frank Arnito and Kevin Coleman in the press box above Taft Field. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the scoreless first half between the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons and Brien McMahon Senators. The theme to this half has been weathering the storm. I will go with our hurricane themes from the past few weeks. It is the Falcons weathering the storm right now.
I do like that. It's right now. It's just it seems like these last 3 to 5 minutes or so, McMahon's really stepped it up. Peyton and McNamara is getting some good chances. How about that last play, a combo pass right there, beautiful touch, top of the 18-yard box. I know it wasn't on frame, but a great, and I mean one of the best looks we've seen so far in this game for the McMahon Senators.
This one played up ahead, slips out of bounds as Slowick couldn't quite get all of that one squared up on the left foot. Has a chance to settle it down again, works for Fosina.
I think technically, too, McMahon's just been the better team right now in this first half at times, and this back four is playing smart. You see Leone right there letting that ball go through. Get possession from McMahon.
It's just been a much cleaner game on the side of the Senators, which is tough to believe when you think about the fact that Ludlowe has got a game and a win under their belt, and this is the first live action McMahon is seeing this fall.
Also considering that, you know, they beat Stanford 3-1. That's a team
that is a winning handily.
It's a very strong win against a very talented Stanford Black Knights team. And you're right. I think they're starting off a little sluggish here in this first half, especially since they're at home. This is a place they feel comfortable playing at. I think the second half, though, I think you're going to see a different Ludlowe team coming out of the dressing room in the second half.
Well, let me ask you a question now, because soccer, one of those sports in the fall where the start time for games is not consistent. You'll see 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5:30, 6 in the evening, now a 7 o'clock at night game. Always difficult to stay focused and maintain the task at hand, even if it's just a 20-minute bus ride. To have to go through an entire afternoon waiting for this game, what kind of a role does that play in maybe this slow start for Ludlowe?
You can tell it does. You see a great throw in here. Unluckily that Ludlowe's still trying to create some possession here. But it hurts. A 7 o'clock game like this hurts, especially for Ludlowe, because, you know, even though they're at home, they're sitting around. That's a lot of, you go home maybe, you're not staying for any training sessions. You're going home, you rest up a little bit, get that body ready to go, and you're coming here a little earlier. You're getting in the locker room, talking to your teammates, you know, going things over with your head coach. It's a lot of time. That's a lot of time to wait. Now, if you're McMahon, you maybe stay at school. You don't go home maybe, and that's when you go on the bus. That's when you really start to focus. That's when you start to, you know, picture what's my role gonna be in this game. That's when you start, you know, realizing, you know, picturing yourself on the pitch. You know, always know what you're going to do next. That's something that a lot of head coaches preach. You know, when you're before the game, always visualize what you're going to be doing in the game. That's going to help you be successful.
We are down to our final minute here in the first half. Although starting to press the issue a little bit here, but these final 60 seconds could be broken up. McNamara just couldn't quite win a race.
I think you're going to see two different teams in the second half. I really do. I think Ludlowe's going to come out and really put some pressure on McMahon. I think McMahon is still going to be the same, but I think you're going to see them try and possess a little more. But this is going to be a totally different second half here, I think, than the first.
Well, something we can definitely talk about when we get back from the break. Maybe a little bit of a rope-a-dope cat and mouse game here where the Falcons trying to let the Senators run themselves into the ground, use the depth and the numbers to their strength, and try to come out flying in that second half, maybe take a couple runs themselves.
I definitely agree with that. That's certainly a possibility. I mean, I really have been impressed with what the Senators have brought to the table so far here throughout this first half.
Final 10 seconds of play. We'll see one more throw-in, but most likely nothing coming off that as the half comes to an end. 40 minutes in the books, scoreless after one. Senators 0, Falcons 0 on the home of FCX Sports, the HAN Network.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Bay Star and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866. If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about
New Canaan is celebrating 3 exceptional years selling Rolex watches and fine jewelry to the Fairfield County community. We appreciate all our loyal clients and look forward to welcoming and helping you discover the perfect gift to celebrate life's most important occasions.
At In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Over 80 teas to choose from and a brilliant assortment of biscuits to go with them. Over 70 cheeses from grass-fed cows, which makes a smashing difference in taste. The creamiest chocolate you'll ever taste using no artificial colors or preservatives. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
At Art Play in Ridgefield, we encourage students at a young age to unleash their creativity. Art Play is about hands-on exploration of mixed media, acrylic, and collage for ages 4 to 12. Older kids welcome. Classes meet weekly at Jesse Lee Church, Main Street, Ridgefield. Find us on Facebook at Art Play at Jesse Lee.
Slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care gives you direct access to orthopedic specialists fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care can help. Open 7 days a week now at 3 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien, or in the Westport Medical Center at 323 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Go to coastalorthoct.com. Like them on Facebook.
Dr. David Oshero of Darien, we provide high-quality and personalized orthodontic treatment in a professional and caring environment. We make treatment fun for our young patients and believe it's never too late to have a healthy and beautiful smile. Call now for an appointment and find out more at droshero.com.
The leaves are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN network.
We're not worried about being the biggest dealership. We're focused on being the best. We're dedicated to giving you the best experience we can. The Pamby Motors team is here to help you choose the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram in a friendly, pressure-free environment. And right now, during the summer clearance event, you'll find some of our best prices too. Like this lease on a 2017 Ram Quad Cab Express for $149 a month. Visit Pamby Motors, Route 7 in Richfield, PambyZone.com.
dedicated to the growth of lacrosse for youth and high school players. Directed by Stanford High head coach Mike Nazaro, we help players reach full potential on and off the field. With an indoor facility in Stanford, we offer year-round training, camps, clinics, and private instruction. Visit ctcitylax.com for more.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
Foreign Car, yes. New Canada Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
Busy season, and that's why Walter Stewart's Market is here to make things easy by offering the best of autumn under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market is your local one-stop fall shop. There are so many seasonal flavors to savor, and Stewart's has them all. From Blue Jay Orchard's local cider donuts to Vermont Farmstead cheddar and all of your favorite varieties of local apples and pears. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and find us at stewartsmarket.com. We know it's Home Center and full-service lumberyard. Everything for your home and improvement projects. We also carry seasonal items, barbecue grills, housewares, newest LED light bulbs, doors, windows, and much more. Weed and Duryea, 21 Grove Street, New Canaan, a division of Northeast Building Supply.
Black Horse Garage, we fulfill all your sports car needs. We specialize in manufacturer-recommended service and aftermarket high-performance parts and installation. We have one of the nation's top storage facilities and offer a high-end collision department that understands your need for detail. Visit blackhorsegarage.com for more.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Over 80 teas to choose from and a brilliant assortment of biscuits to go with them. Over 70 cheeses from grass-fed cows, which makes a smashing difference in taste. The creamiest chocolate you'll ever taste using no artificial colors or preservatives. So say hooray for UK Gourmet. 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
In Sports Trumbull, the game is always on inside. Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The In Sports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Manfredi New Canaan is celebrating 3 exceptional years selling Rolex watches and fine jewelry to the Fairfield County community. We appreciate all our loyal clients and look forward to welcoming and helping you discover the perfect gift to celebrate life's most important occasions. Best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Bay Star and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
Back on the HAN network in the press box above Taft Field on the campus of Fairfield Ludlowe High School. This is the HAN network's presentation of FCIAC girls soccer. A scoreless first half between the Brien McMahon Senators and the hometown Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons. Frank Granito alongside Kevin Coleman. And Kevin, really it was Brien McMahon's half from start to finish, but nothing to show for it after 40 minutes.
No, that's got to be disappointing going into the dressing room, having some good opportunities for the Senators. But at times I thought it was pretty equal on both sides. I thought Ludlowe had some nice chances, had some great looks. Possession-wise, I thought they played simple defeat. And you see right here, McMahon already getting off to a fast start. But listen, Peyton McNamara, you have to be careful if you're Ludlowe. She's been able to get by that back four a couple times and create some chances for the Senators. But it really has been that the back four and goalies of both sides, and we knew that coming in. That's a strong suit for both teams.
Well, this could be an error here from a goalkeeper, as offside was Bridget O'Leary, the senior. One more time, we want to welcome in Aiden Blanc. Aiden, a member of the newly formed Fairfield Ludlowe Broadcasting Club, had a big day today. He caught the Ludlowe field hockey game earlier this afternoon, now taking some time to join us here this evening. We talked a little bit about the depth of the Falcons in that first half. Aiden, is now an opportunity. How important do you think that depth will be here in the second half?
Certainly. I think fatigue is probably one of the main issues when you come into soccer, and especially early in the season, a lot of players are not in shape. And I think that's why it's so boring, really, to watch these early season games. They're just not in shape, and it's so slowly moving. But with the Falcons, it's always interesting because they've always got a new burst of speed. Oh, one player's out. Kaylee Brown is too tired. Bring in Bridget Walsh. You bring in these second stringers, and they can perform like they're starters.
Feels a little bit like Floyd Mayweather in the first few rounds of a title fight. Well, let me ask you this now. We saw how good Natalie Kelchner was in that first half. If Fairfield Ludlowe is going to be an FCIAC playoff team this season, they're going to be a state playoff team and have some success. Aiden, how important is she going to be to this roster?
She will probably be one of the main driving forces. I think she is definitely one of the main driving forces, if not the driving force on this Falcons squad. One of the captains on the team as a senior. This is it for her. So this is not her junior year. This is not her sophomore year. This is it, and she wants to get it. She wants to get an FCIAC.
You have any questions for the young man here?
I mean, dude, you're killing it already. You're a freshman in high school, and you're just crushing the game. Tell us a little bit about this Tell us about this broadcasting club you got going at Fairfield Ludlowe.
Well, we are trying to get it up and running. We're still waiting for some things like cameras, but we're trying to work with what we have. So as we're trying to get Wi-Fi in the booth, it is a club at Ludlowe. We will be streaming live sporting events via the NFHS network, who you guys know all about. We will be using, I believe, Pixelot cameras on our way, and we're trying to get a set of equipment also for road games. So should be fun. We have, I believe, 4 or 5 people in it right now. Hopefully tomorrow we have activity signups, and we'll be able to get it done then.
So let me ask you this. You're a freshman in high school. Well, first off, how's that going, by the way? How are you adjusting to high school?
I think it's certainly overrated. Like it's
No one's given you a swirl yet?
No.
Well,
it's not as bad as it's been depicted.
Okay, and now since you're broadcasting all these games, are you just like a rock star in the hallway? All these athletes coming up to you saying, "Yo, what's up, Aiden? How we doing?"
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, look how confident he is.
People know your voice now around here.
They walked up to me. Oh yeah, Aiden, you doing our game this week? So.
That's cool, man. Enjoy that. That's very cool.
The club certainly makes creates a sense, and I think it will create even more of a sense of pride in the school.
Well, dude, it's really cool. I was telling Kevin and some of our coworkers before, I wish I had something like that when I was a freshman. I was
too,
very, very, very lucky. My senior year of high school, I got to do some work with the New Canaan TV broadcasting class, but you're in a great spot. The only other question I have to ask you here before we let you go, Fairfield Ludlowe football, what'd you think in week 1?
I think they did, it wouldn't say in the score, but I think they did a lot better. They scored more points last year than I think I've ever seen them score before.
Oh, there you go.
They're certainly, and I think Coach Ross is certainly going to have them on the path to success. If they're not winning this year, he'll have them winning games next year.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we are excited to see you covering all those games.
We're excited to see you guys.
We are hoping to get back here soon,
Everybody was coming in, checking out the equipment. Amazing.
Oh, it's going to be good. Aiden, thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank
we
you.
obviously know you're staying around here. You're the voice. You're the voice of the Falcons. We're going to hear you over the PA shortly, but good job tonight. That again, Aiden Blanc of the Fairfield Ludlowe Broadcasting Club. As we continue on here, Kevin, and it's a lot of 50-50 play back and forth here.
And you know, I give Ludlow a lot of credit. I mentioned before the end of the half is that they wanted to come out and put some pressure on McMahon's back four, and they've done that. You see right here, top of the 18. You got to get a shot on net. That's good. I like that. That's a shot on net. You put some pressure there, and a good save by Tatiana Arias. That's a good look for Ludlow.
I like the little shrug by Arias too, as you had a Falcon crashing in there after that initial shot was miscontrolled. Trying to send one to the outside, but unable to complete the pass that time. That's good defense from Leone intercepting there. Opportunity here, and O'Connell will not get the play. But advantage awarded, and it will go to the Falcons.
And this is a good opportunity for them. This is probably one of the best looks they may get so far here throughout this game. A nice free kick here. Let's see what kind of service they send in. They get numbers into the 18.
Well, speaking of sending it in, make sure you send it over to Carl Chevrolet in New Canaan. Honesty, integrity, service, and trust since 1927. Go to carlchevy.com for more. As the free kick on the way crosses through the box, and Arias reads the redirect beautifully.
Great look there by the Falcons. Great save by Tatiana Arias. That's why she's one of the best in the FCAC, but again, great service inside the 18-yard box by the Fairfield Ludlowe Falcons.
Would you be surprised if we saw a scoreless draw here tonight?
I wouldn't be surprised, Frank. These are two teams that are very strong defensively. Both teams have very strong back fours, very good keepers. That's something that's pretty rare. You find you get some teams that have a lot of great that are great offensively up top, but then you have teams like this that not only do they have a great back four, they have two keepers that easily could be all FCAC. So that's a rare find, but that's why you're starting to see them make some nice saves here. And a collision on top of the 18, Frank.
Well, you've also started to see Ludlowe turn the pressure up. They have flipped the field right now and are on the attack, Kevin.
Well, I'm sure Peter Nikak had some words to say during that halftime speech, because that was a very slow first half for Ludlow.
Well, big opportunity here. Racing down the near sideline is Ortolano. Trying to control this one, but it skips off the leg of Maya Newton, and now a corner opportunity coming for the Senators.
Great job defensively there by Newton, and a great run there by Ortolani.
Really good through ball and send coming from the midfield by Emma Hargrove, the captain.
Ooh, great look.
Opportunity there, not missed by much. 31-30. Remaining in the half, we step aside for 15 seconds.
You got to put it.
For a great test prep program, tutoring to boost your grades, or a blast-off tour with the college of your dreams, C2 Education is here to help. There is nothing one-size-fits-all about our programs. We offer customized tutoring and test prep for each student. Call us today at 203-423-3328.
Free kick opportunity from midfield, defended well. They battle back and forth again. You'd think on what we've seen so far, Kevin, that this were a draw, a frustration would lay with the Senators just because of the early opportunities, and you had to feel as though you were controlling this game for a majority of it. You're going to regret not capitalizing on opportunities.
Both teams want those 3 points. I think obviously at the end of the day, you're happy you got a point at least. With a draw, both teams will get a point, but that'll give Ludlowe 4 points, and McMahon will only have 1 to start the year. Not bad. It's no cause for alarm, but considering the way they played at times tonight, I do agree. I think they will go home disappointed, but I think, you know, if you ended a draw, I think at the end of the day, both teams will go home happy.
Jumping up into the lane and intercepting that one was Slowick. Excuse me, that was Leone. Both seniors, both captains, both on that back line, which is going to anchor the Senators all season long. Battling down in the corner, maintaining possession. Here's McKenna Forrest, guarded tightly by Caitlin Hocker, and it rolls over the end line. A goal kick coming, and we step aside quickly as this goal kick is brought to you by Art Play.
In Ridgefield, we encourage students at a young age to unleash their creativity. Art Play is about hands-on exploration of mixed media, acrylic, and collage for ages 4 to 12. Older kids welcome. Classes meet weekly at Jesse Lee Church, Main Street, Ridgefield. Find us on Facebook at Art Play at Jesse Lee.
A low line drive goal kick. Can't cross the 35, but a second effort allows it towards midfield. And then chipped up. Opportunity here for McKenna to get back on possession. We have not called her name yet through the first 12 minutes of this half, but sliding over is Kelchner, and she denies another opportunity.
And again, I'm sure that's something that was addressed for Fairfield Ludlowe during the halftime break. McNamara is able to find some spaces there. You see Bridget Pullman guarding her tightly in that back four on Ludlowe. And again, Fairfield Ludlowe needs to spread the field. It's too congested right now in that middle. There's just too much going on. That's why you're not seeing these teams create opportunities. Really got to try and spread the field here.
Here is McKenna with it to the outside and controlled by Hargrove. Sends one all the way across. Had it down momentarily as Hocker controlled with her head, and then she was sent down to the turf. Possession maintained by McMahon. Kevin, if I've said it before, I will say it again. Not enough facilitation coming from the wings right now.
I've been waiting. That's, you know, we haven't had
We're stuck in the middle of the field. No one's tried to flip the field yet. All the soccer terms you taught me last year are just going to waste right now.
Listen, I've been waiting since, what, Thanksgiving or the beginning of November. I've been licking my chops for soccer season to come back, and here we are, and I finally get my facilitate from the wings.
Free kick from the left wing that time, defended well by the Falcons.
And again, that's Kelchner again, not being afraid to come out and punch that ball away. Great usage there by the keeper. Not being afraid, showing that confidence, no hesitation. That's rare to see in a keeper here, and that's great to see for Ludlowe.
Back to the middle, McNamara just couldn't quite control the pass from Hargrove as it was too hot to handle. Now it's McMahon who turns the pressure up offensively and are cutting off the midfield.
McMahon putting some dangerous balls through the middle, the top of the 18, but got to give Ludlowe a lot of credit. Their back four is able to escape and clear the ball away, but that's just giving McMahon the ball back.
One thing we have not addressed yet, how about the turnout from the Ludlowe student section?
Oh, very nice tonight.
On a school night. Perfect conditions for soccer right now. It is in the low to mid 60s outside with completely clear skies.
I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite venues for soccer. It's a great spot.
And we get that look now of the student section. A little bit of a whiteout, trying to match the fans. They always turn up well, and there's a 90% chance that turn up is because they're trying to skip dinner at home and hit up the snack bar here.
Maybe some homework as well.
The snack bar, one of the top, is a opportunity here, and Kelchner, great save on a very good corner
Well,
kick.
listen, I tell you, Frank, I don't think she was expecting that ball to be on frame. That corner kick curved in right near that near post. She had to actually go back and punch it out. So credit Kelchner there. Good instincts to punch that ball away.
That was Slowick who had that corner opportunity. That one was played illegally outside the lines. 15 minutes gone by, and we go to break. Right back.
Dr. Stephen Molinaro and Peter Healy of Family Practice Dentistry and Laser Dental Care have served Ridgefield for over 22 years. Experienced staff offer gentle drillless techniques, preventative care, and cosmetic procedures in a relaxed environment. Grateful for the community's trust and support through the years, new patients and their families are welcome. Call today. Dr. Stephen Molinaro.
Back at Fairfield Ludlowe. 15 minutes gone by in the second half, and now McMahon starting to take control, Kevin, much like we saw in the first half.
Well, they're putting some dangerous balls throughout that top of the 18, trying to get a bounce in, maybe get a shot on net. They've had some nice corner kicks, some good opportunities, but they're able to find some chances here.
Opportunity on the far side. Hargrove just couldn't get all of it. That was a good look there.
A great look for McMahon, and you know, Frank, it comes down to one of these chances. It's going to go in the favor of McMahon. Right now, Ludlowe is escaping danger, is able to get rid of that ball, put it upfield, but McMahon's coming. They're knocking away. They're trying to get that chance right there at the top of the 18 to try and get inside and put a shot on frame.
Working the sideline here, and it's quickly given right back to the Senators.
And another thing that I've noticed too from Ludlowe, it's a little sloppy, I think, at times. I mean, both sides. It's early in the season. It's perfectly normal, but for Ludlowe, some of their passes, it's just not crisp, not to the feet.
You're right. It just doesn't seem to be that same product we saw Saturday against the Black Knights. It's not a knock. It hasn't hurt them yet. And with 23 minutes to go, if you had told the Falcons that McMahon would probably have 70% of the possession and it would be a scoreless game, with McNamara having opportunities in that first half, I don't think they would have been that upset.
No, definitely not. With someone like McNamara up top, it's certainly not easy, especially with Chloe Ortolano. I've thought they've done a nice job in the second half of shutting the two of them down, because you're not going to find a better dynamic duo up top than Chloe Ortolano and Peyton McNamara up top, the two strikers for McMahon.
Collision here, as getting tangled up was Kelsey Brown and the McMahon captain Emma Hargrove as she tries to jog it off. Lucky they went shin to shin and not knee to knee.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, those hurt. Even though you're wearing shin guards, sometimes shin guards don't matter there. That hurts. That's a stinger.
As McNamara sending the long free kick up ahead. Fielded outside the 18 and then taken away and controlled momentarily by the Falcons, but a foul in the midfield area, and it's quickly turned over. Kevin, our coverage of the girls' sports in the FCX continues on tomorrow. Originally scheduled for 4 o'clock, field hockey between Wilton and New Canaan, now starting at 4:30 from Dunning Field. The good news, though, 4 o'clock, you and I will be on the air with a Nutmeg pregame show.
Let's go. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Highlights from this game. We'll look around some of the other action in the conference. We'll have an update on the field hockey standings. And we continue getting you ready for this weekend's coverage of FCX football. Very exciting one on Friday night. Norwalk hosting West Hill. They combined for 118 points offensively in week one.
I mean, that's just scary to think about. That's going to be a lot of fun Friday night, especially getting a chance to see A.J. Hall.
That one's sent over the net. We step aside. We'll be right back.
Restaurant and wine bar in Bethel. Fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook. At Portofino.
Sorry to cut you off there, Kevin, as we are halfway through the second half, and now an opportunity. Hargrove knifing through here, and she is sent down to the turf. You're right. A.J. Hall is going to be a lot of fun to see in person.
My goodness. Kelsey Brown, what a move.
And now Kelsey Brown goes down. That's time to pick up the headband. She looks a little upset with one of the McMahon players who bodied her up. It's starting to get a little chippy out here now.
Little Maradona dicing up a defender there, getting her on the ground. That'll excite the crowd.
Now a race on the far sideline in front of the Senators bench, and it is cleared out of play.
I expressed it in the first half, Frank. I think, you know, year in and year out, I'm becoming more and more impressed with this level of girls soccer here in the FCAC. It's skill-wise, you know, it's just getting better and better. It's really refreshing to see.
$19 minutes to play. It is scoreless, but there has certainly been a pickup in energy here over the past 10 minutes.
Well, listen, both teams won 3 points. So when it comes down to it, 0-0 score, they're going to put a little more extra effort, especially up top. And nice idea with the through ball here.
Just a little too strong, and Kelchner boots one to safety.
Both goalies I've been very impressed with tonight. They've made some very nice saves. They're very technical with their skills, and they're showcasing tonight, and it's very nice to see. It's one of the big reasons why their teams. This is one of the big reasons why the game is knotted up 0-0.
Arias has not been called upon as many times as Kelchner has, but it is the steady, consistent play at times where she has not been pressured as much that makes it that much more impressive, I think. But now a huge opportunity for the Falcons as we've got a free kick coming.
Yeah, just outside that 18 on that far side. And they've got a decision to do here. Looks like Peyton McNamara might be taking this one. Just going to discuss with Chloe Ortolano. Excuse me. You see Chloe Ortolano there up at the wall. You're going to see Tatiana Arias barking out orders to try and make sure that wall is adjusted, but that referee's going to have him push back maybe a little bit. Yeah, too close.
Big opportunity here.
You see Nikak barking out orders, see what they go for here. See if a runner goes near post.
17-10, and the free kick on the way. Placed beautifully, and Arias punches that one to safety momentarily.
And again, you saw it. They went near post. Tatiana Arias did a nice job there reading that. You had two runners going near post. Nice job of punching it away.
Possession goes back to McMahon. So crisis averted for the Senators. Good pressure from the Falcons. One of the better opportunities they've had today. McNamara in the middle of the field trying to chip one up ahead. Cena just couldn't win the race down the sideline as Kelchner comes out to the edge of the 18. It's time to reset the socks and punts this one away.
And again, you're starting to see McMahon again. I think they've been the better team 50-50 wise. Getting those 50-50 balls today throughout this game, they've had the advantage, I think.
Well, the advantage here goes to the Falcons. It was last touched by Focina on the far sideline. A couple of players get tangled up in the middle there. We'll see which way advantage goes. Both players appear to be okay, as back to her feet here is McKenna Forrest. Still down for the moment is McKenna. We'll give her a second to reset, and we'll be right back.
The best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more. Bankwell New Canaan is celebrating 3 exceptional years selling Rolex watches and fine jewelry to the Fairfield County community. We appreciate all our loyal clients and look forward to welcoming and helping you discover the perfect gift to celebrate life's most important occasions. Manfredi.
With 15 minutes to play here at Taft Field. And now, Kevin, let's start to get into the mind of both these managers and these teams. 65 minutes down, what are they thinking through the way they've played so far?
I think defensively they have to be happy, and with the keepers they have to be happy. But up top, that's an issue tonight. I think you got to look at it and see what they can do, because right now their outside mids are not making anything happen. Their center midfielders seem to not be communicating with the strikers, and the one advantage that I think if you're going to be happy with if you're McMahon is Peyton McNamara. I thought at times she's done a nice job of getting through defenders, but you're going to have to look at tape, I think, to get ready for their next game, because right now it's a defensive heavy game with not many chances.
Oh, here's the chance here, but a big save by Kelchner as Facina tried to slip one by her quickly. I thought Michaela Facina at times has given a jolt of life into this McMahon offense. Emma Hargrove has been so consistent through the midfield. On the other side, Maya Newton has been very, very good. Meredith Reynolds has been so strong. Bridget Pullman, their back line, has answered the task when called upon. Bridget Walsh was just playing up to the level we constantly expect out of her, and the excellence continues to shine on.
You mentioned Bridget Walsh. I liked what she's done tonight. She's playing that outside back, but is not afraid to go up and create offensive chances. I like seeing that from outside back. Sometimes they scare away from going up top and want to stay back. You get that man advantage up top if you bring that outside back all the way up, and she's not afraid to do that. And she also not afraid to show off those skills, too. She's burned a couple defenders tonight, too.
I think you're still seeing some of those early season jitters and mishaps, though. Not as crisp as these teams will want it to be, especially when they get into the heart of their schedules down the stretch and into postseason play. For the FCAC tournament, they're going to have to probably win a game or two this year as an underdog.
Nice through ball
to find themselves in the tournament. But they're both, without a doubt, state tournament teams again. Up next on Thursday, the Falcons will host Danbury. Then Friday, they are going to Greenwich. As Ari is coming out and grabbing this one. For McMahon, we mentioned 4 games in the next 6 days. Tonight at Ludlowe. First Greenwich on Thursday, at Trumbull on Saturday, and at Darien on Monday. Darien, of course, a big win in their first game, 6-0 over the Cardinals.
I think that's one of the fastest teams in girls soccer here in the FCAC this fall season. My goodness.
One of the fastest, one of the biggest, too.
True.
You think about the size they have with Ramsey and Fiore just up on there on the midfield and attack.
And Fiore, has really improved as a keeper. She's actually done a really nice job in net for the Blue Wave. Really been impressed, and a 6-0 win. Katie Ramsey, and we've not only seen her on the lacrosse field, but we're looking forward to seeing her on the soccer field, because she can fly, and I mean fly past defenders.
Get some substitutions here. Goal kick coming. We step aside for 15 seconds.
New Canaan's home center and full-service lumberyard. Everything for your home and improvement projects. We also carry seasonal items, barbecue grills, housewares, newest LED light bulbs, doors, windows, and much more. Weed and Duryea, 21 Grove Street, New Canaan, a division of Northeast Building Supply. And that's why Walter Stewart's Market is here to make things easy by offering the best of autumn under one roof. Walter Stewart's Market is your local one-stop fall shop. There are so many seasonal flavors to savor, and Stewart's has them all. From Blue Jay Orchard's local cider donuts to Vermont Farmstead cheddar and all of of your favorite varieties of local apples and pears. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and find us at stewartsmarket.com. We know it's...
So back with 10:45 to go. McMahon now making their way onto the offensive side of the field, looking to do some damage here as knifing through a couple of defenders, hoping to maintain possession that time. There's number 23, Savannah Bromley.
A good opportunity here for McMahon to get a corner kick.
It's going to be Slowick again. Had a real good look at the last one, Kevin.
Frank, I tell you, she's done nicely today with those free kicks and the corner kicks. She's really put them on frame.
This one towards that back post. Opportunity for the volley, but it could not be caught cleanly as it rolled off the foot of Teresides.
And again, another corner kick perfectly placed by Slowick. Unfortunately, you just can't finish these chances, but really nice placement. That far side of the 6-yard box, that's where you like to see it. You get it past the keeper, hopefully get maybe a one-touch volley or maybe controlled and shot on net. Unfortunately, they couldn't get that, but a great look again for McMahon.
Here's a look down the left sideline. McNamara with it, trying to cut back to her right. Lets a shot go, and Kelchner fought it off. Rebound was bobbled momentarily, and now the senior can control.
Gorgeous move there by McNamara. Even better save by Kelchner. Those are two of the finest in the FCI you're going to see going up against each other.
Well, that rebound was handled with world-class care close to home as Kelchner was right on the doorstep. You know who else has world-class care close to home, Kevin? Ortho, Connecticut, with locations in Norwalk, Darien, and Westport. Go to coastalorthoct.com. Say that one 10 times fast.
Oh, there you go.
Under 9 minutes to go, and McMahon again starting to turn up the pressure. Good job on the clearing attempt, though, is now Brown controlled. Kelsey Brown lost it. Out on the midfield, here's McNamara. Peyton slipped over that one, appears to be okay.
Good composure.
Kelsey Brown just going to send it out to midfield, not take any chances. Handled there and sent up by Bridget O'Leary. Looking for help, goes to her right and receives it. Right back. No, is that one going to hold up? Didn't think so.
And a good look there. Great look by Kelsey Brown, unfortunate.
Over the end line, goal kick coming. Let's see who this goal kick is brought to you by.
New Canaan Foreign Car. Yes, New Canaan Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681.
7:50 to go. Take me inside the huddles again, Kevin. How aggressive do these teams want to be right now, knowing that if you try to push the pace, maybe take a shot, you're leaving yourself a little bit vulnerable on the opposite end of the field?
I think both managers understand that if you're going to put an extra attacker up top, you're going to leave your back four vulnerable. If you put three in the back, you give the opponent more chances. But I'm curious to wonder if both managers are okay with leaving with 1 point, considering how early it is in the season. But at the same time, I think you're going to start seeing, both teams. These girls are really going to start playing through balls, whether it's over the top or through the middle of the defense. Try and get these strikers on the ball and see if they can get a shot on net.
Talked about how the energy has picked up. The physicality certainly has as well down the stretch here. Managers might be okay with 1 point, but you get the sense that both these teams are looking for three early on here in the season as McNamara on possession now. Working up ahead with space, good through ball opportunity. Sidestepping the keeper, but great defensive work that time by Bridget Paulman.
Bridget Paulman coming up big for the Ludlowe Falcons. What a through ball by Peyton McNamara. One of the best looks of tonight.
Ortolano had gotten around Kelchner, but Paulman came over and saved the day with just over 6:30 remaining.
And it's going to be a throw-in. Nice job there by Bridget Paulman to make that a throw-in instead of a corner.
See McMahon called twice already for an illegal throw-in. Need to be careful here. There was no doubt about that one. Ball working up the sideline. 50-50 battle, and ultimately it's going back to the Senators. Good work by Jocelyn Lister against Bridget O'Leary there for McMahon. Taking off possession momentarily was Hargrove. McNamara with it, rang one off the side of the post, but it never really had a chance. As it rolls off the end of the track, and a goal kick to come here from Kelchner.
And I tell you, Ludlow's bringing the silent relief there because they got caught watching the ball, and all of a sudden, boom, look who comes over, Peyton McNamara. Luckily that ball hit the side of the net. And good look again by McMahon.
Goal kick goes all the way up over midfield, past the 40, and with no other option, Bromley has to just kick this one out of bounds to safety.
She's been so solid tonight, Savannah Bromley. Another great piece, that right back for the Senators. Nice play.
Now an opportunity at the end. Here's Brown with it. Kelsey Brown trying to walk the line, but it rolls off that left foot. Out of play, and a goal kick to follow.
You could tell she wanted to get that with her left foot, just couldn't get quite good control there. Good defending again by McMahon.
You can see just how quickly she can invoke change in this game. It's Kelsey Brown showing you that burst. McNamara coming back on the defensive end, looking to help out. Up on the other side was Ortolano.
Oh, nice step back. Beautiful move.
So now in the middle, it was Slowick, but she couldn't quite slow it down and control it.
Savannah Bromley again. Great defensive play, stepping up, winning that 50-50 ball.
Throwing coming from the Falcons. This throw-in brought to you by David M. Oshero, DDS Orthodontics in Darien. Go to droshero.com. That's DROSHEROW.com. You know what they say, Kevin? DDS does not stand for dumb, dumb, stupid, and Savannah Bromley has not been dumb, dumb, or stupid at all on the defensive end tonight.
She has not. She's been stellar. This whole back four, even Fairfield Ludlow's back four, has been so strong. I got to give these back four on both sides a ton of credit. They've battled the storm on both sides. Both teams have had some chances, and they've done a nice job of shutting down the door.
3 minutes remaining. 0-0 here in Fairfield. Ludlowe and McMahon. Ludlowe won their opening game 3-1. McMahon playing in their first game of the season. Next up for Ludlowe is Danbury. Next up for McMahon is Greenwich. There's now an opportunity in the slot. Shot towards the cage, and a diving Kelchner makes the save.
Great save by Kelchner. How about Peyton McNamara? Again, just laying up a beautiful pass at the top of the 18. A one-time shot, even better save by Kelchner. But what a display of soccer there. Great play.
This one juggled through the midfield, sent back, and all the way inside the 20-yard line on those football numbers was Jocelyn Lister. Quickly looking to play along now. 2 minutes to go, and the Falcons trying for one last rush.
Falcons got to play smart here, play to feet.
That will not be a corner. Much to the duress of the fans.
Olivia Leon's not picking up the pace here, considering a minute 40.
Kirsten Marissa Rose certainly picked it up there. She was applying pressure to Bromley down in that corner. One more read we got to get through, and I would love it if you would take this one, Kevin.
We got the Dock Shop, a nautical boutique in Darien and Westport. Visit dockshop.com. Our very own John Kovac.
Right, of course. You want to know more about the Dock Shop, check out the Yankee Fisherman on Thursdays at 1 o'clock. For now, though, stick with McNamara working down the sideline, trying to win a race, and Hargrove comes over to help. Sent towards the middle of the field, and a couple of players collide in the crease, and finally, with 60 seconds to go, Kelchner smothers it up.
Kelchner again coming up huge for Ludlowe. That ball was loose for a good 3 seconds or so, still in that 6-yard box. Got to credit her for scooping that one up and getting it out of the way.
You've got Yankee Fisherman Thursdays at 1. The Drive with Denise on Tuesdays at 12:30. You can always get Coffee Break with Kate Chaplensky at 11 a.m. And Kevin and I bring you Nutmeg Sports at 2 o'clock. And a very new part of the HAN Network, once a month on Thursday mornings, as partners with Silver Hill Hospital of New Canaan. Silver Hill Hospital, your courage, our commitment, working together to get you better. You can go to silverhillhospital.org for more on Silver Hill. Check out Straight Talk with Tracy as we're down to 15 seconds here. Taken down in the midfield, McNamara. Hargrove on the right sideline now. Back in McNamara's got 9 seconds to cover 50 yards. Up ahead, looking for Adelano. Fasano with it. And we are going to play to a scoreless draw. Kevin, I'll give you a second to collect your thoughts. When we get back after the break, we'll have our final breakdown from tonight's girls soccer matchup on the HAN Network.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Over 80 teas to choose from and a brilliant assortment of biscuits to go with them. Over 70 cheeses from grass-fed cows, which makes a smashing difference in taste. The creamiest chocolate you'll ever taste using no artificial colors or preservatives. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us. UK Gourmet is the largest.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
Foreign Car, yes. New Canaan Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
Lacrosse is dedicated to the growth of lacrosse for youth and high school players. Directed by Stanford High head coach Mike Nazaro, we help players reach full potential on and off the field. With an indoor facility in Stanford, we offer year-round training, camps, clinics, and private instruction. Visit ctcitylax.com for more.
We're not worried about being the biggest dealership. We're focused on being the best. We're dedicated to giving you the best experience we can. The Pamby Motors team is here to help you choose the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram in a friendly, pressure-free environment. And right now, during the summer clearance event, you'll find some of our best prices too. Like this lease on a 2017 Ram Quad Cab Express for $149 a month. Visit Pamby Motors, Route 7 in Richfield, PambyZone.com.
We're back here at Taft Field on the campus of Fairfield Ludlowe High School. The Falcons and Brien McMahon Senators playing to a 0-0 draw. Good use of nil. Thank you for recognizing.
You're welcome.
Your thoughts on what we saw tonight, Kevin?
I thought we saw not a sloppy game, but I thought we saw two teams who are still adjusting to an early part of the regular season. And I think there are some positives to take away. There are definitely some negatives to take away. The positives are both sides. Both back fours played outstanding. Both keepers I thought were fundamentally strong. They came out, took care of business. Now, What they need to work on, I think, is a little bit of the up-top situation. I think both teams, I thought Peyton McNamara at times for McMahon was absolutely stellar. She took over the games at times. For Ludlowe, they need to work on who their striker is going to be. How can they take over the game? Who's going to be that player up top who's going to take over and create some scoring chances? I think these two teams are going to be very strong throughout the year. They're going to give some good teams some problems. If they can get into the FCAC playoffs, I think that's going to be a successful season for both. And I do believe these two teams are qualified for states, but a very strong game, I thought, from both sides today.
Both teams will be right back in action on Thursday afternoon. Ludlowe gets the Danbury Hatters, and McMahon gets the Greenwich Cardinals. We will be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Coffee break with Kate Chaplensky. And then we've got field hockey coming up tomorrow afternoon. First touch is at 4:30 when New Canaan hosts Wilton. Kevin will be on the air from New Canaan at 4 o'clock with a special Nutmeg preview show. Final score from Ludlowe, the Falcons 0 and the Senators 0. For Kevin Coleman, I'm Frank Renito. We thank you for tuning in to the home of FCX Sports, the HAN Network.